Hello everyone, my name is Vladimir Kazarinov and this is a vlog about Russia. So in today's video I would like to speak about something common about the country, which is population, so which is something really basic, really obvious, so if we consider any country, any society, because any country is about people, right? So speaking commonly about population, so how many people do we have in this or in that country or in this certain country which is called Russia? So today's video will be about this subject. So let's start with the numbers. So let me show you some data. According to Federal State Statistics Service of Russia, at the very 1st of January in the year of 2023, the population is considered to be 146 million, and let's approximate to a half, so 146 and a half millions of people. So which is quite big, which is quite, I would say, huge country. But how huge is this country, is the country compared to the other countries, we'll see a bit later. So moving next, let's see the dynamic of this population in the post-Soviet period. So this is the diagram which shows the dynamic of population in Russia from the year to 1992, the first post-Soviet year, to the year of 2023, current video, at the time when I'm recording this video. So as you can see, the dynamic of population of the country is modestly negative. So it's slowly but surely declining and declining and declining. Except here you could see the increase of population in the year of 2015, which is the result of annexion of Crimea, which is former Ukrainian territory. Well, let me comment some about this issue, about this Crimea case. So as you probably heard, Russia and Ukraine has some territorial disputes, one of which, the biggest one, is ongoing now. You probably heard about this in news, in medias. If not, well, my congratulations. So you are able to keep your world in calm and peace. This is actually the biggest, the most hot topic in Russian media today. I will speak about this lately when it will become less hot than it is now, because now it's really difficult to keep objectivity about this issue. It's really hard to get some objective information, so I keep in mind this situation and keep in mind this topic, and I will speak about it later. So let's go back to the topic, to our topic, just population of Russia. So as you could see, the increase of population of Russia in the year of 2015, which is a result of annexion of Crimea. But even after this, the population of the country still slowly but surely goes down, especially in some last years. And let me speak about the reasons of this situation. It's really simple, it's really obvious. The thing is that urbanization in this country still goes on, so the people in urban areas are less, enthusiastic in terms of reproduction than in rural areas. So people produce less and less children. So really a little amount of families in Russia today have, let's say, 3 and more kids. The typical family has 1, maybe 2 kids, let's say averagely less than 2 kids. So the result of this is a slow decline of population of the country. So that it is. That's the way it is. So let's go next and let's compare this amount which we saw previously, 146.5 million of people. How much is this compared to the other countries? So let's see the next data, the next information. So this is the list of countries ordered by the population. So as we can see, Russia holds the 9th place by population. Let's just have a quick look at the countries which holds higher places. So the first is India, the second is China. The thing is that now probably yes, India is a little bigger than China. It's a bit discussable. There is no certain data, there is no really accurate data about the counting the population of both countries, but they have almost same amount of people, so they hold these two top positions. And the population is really high, is really much more than all the other countries. So the third place holds the United States of America, the USA, 300 and some millions of people. Next we have Indonesia, next we have Pakistan, next we have Nigeria, next we have Brazil, and next we have Bangladesh. So that's the thing, that's the situation. And I would say this would be interesting, this vlog, no matter that it is about Russia itself, but to make some, more wiser look, more wiser approach, and let's see where these countries are, where they are located. So I think everybody is familiar with China and India. This is, this is China, and this is India, so the biggest countries. But how about the other countries? I think everybody is familiar with the United States, so this is the USA, pretty big countries in terms of territory and population. But how about next countries, next biggest countries in the world? So let's have a look at Indonesia, where it is located. So Indonesia is an island country which is located on several, in a lot of different islands, somewhere between Australia and Cambodia and Thailand, something like this. So next we have Pakistan, where the Pakistan is. So let's see on the Pakistan. Well, the Pakistan is the country which is neighboring to India, and I think I'm not quite familiar with details. I think they have really strong ties with India historically, so no surprising that the population of Pakistan is really huge, is really higher, almost like, not like India, but really big. So next we have Nigeria. So Nigeria is an African country, so let's have a look on these countries, or on this country. So this is Nigeria. So this is one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of population. It's much bigger than Russia, and in terms of population it's much smaller in terms of territory. So this is the biggest country in Africa. Its population still grows up, so this is really a huge country. Next we have Brazil. Let's have a look at Brazil. I'm pretty sure you know what is Brazil, but anyway, this is Brazil, one of the biggest country in the world by territory and also population. And this is really interesting thing. I would like to I would like to pay special attention to Bangladesh. So let's have a look at Bangladesh. This is a really small country which is located next to India, so no surprising that the population of Bangladesh is really huge. And let me present you some really interesting comparing about the size of territories of Bangladesh and of Russia. So we have a really useful, really convenient site which is called the True Size of. This site gives functionality to have different countries to to move them in different directions, to place them one to another. So let's do this with Russia and with Bangladesh. So here we have this little yellow place which is Bangladesh, and here we have this really huge, really immense, what's the color is this? I guess this is light blue territory, which is Russia. So let's put them one to another. So let's move Russia, so let's move Russia, and so we can see a really interesting phenomenon. Just imagine that in this little yellow territory, more people are living then in these really huge territories. So the population of Bangladesh is higher than the population of Russia. You can just imagine that. The thing is, speaking of population of Russia, that the density of population of Russia is low, it's not much crowded, not much populated country actually compared to other countries. So this is what it is what it is. So really big population and really big, really immense, really enormous. Let's compare Russia with Africa. So it's almost like Africa. Let's compare with the United States. It's much bigger than the United States. So this is what it is what it is. Go next to our comparisons to the population of Russia. And now let's have a look at about the expected future, about the forecast about the population of Russia. So the forecast is actually is really negative. So in the next 50 years, in the year of 2073, the population of Russia will decline to 121 million of people for the same reason which I mentioned previously. The urbanization goes on, so people become less and less reproductive, families become small and smaller, one maybe two kids, maybe 1.5 kids per family. So the result for this situation that is the decline of population, which is typical not only for Russia, which is typical for European countries, for Japan and some like this. So let's see at forecast comparing to other countries. So this is the forecast for the next 50 years. At the year of 2073. As we can see, at this year, Russia probably, it's not for sure, it's not certain, it's not 100%, this is just approximation, this is just a forecast, but still, Russia will be the 15th country in the world by population, not the 9th like now, but the 15th. So, and some new countries will pass by Russia, like Congo, another African country, like Ethiopia, and other African countries, like Egypt is still in Africa, like Tanzania, once again, this is Africa, like Philippines, and like Mexico. So, Russia probably will be the 15th countries in the world by population. So, this is what it is. So, by this, I think that's also, that's how Russia looks in terms of population. It's compared to other countries, it's a dynamic in expected future. By this, all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next videos.